Vocabulary words for IELTS. Here is the list of 1,000 vocabulary words for IELTS with their meanings. Meanings. IELTS vocabulary words list 1. Curler, roller. Grasping, greedy. Skull, cranium. Conscientious, virtuous. Hate, loathe. Foyer, lobby. Maneuver, manipulate. Numerous, many. Wonderful, marvelous. Bloodbath, massacre. Cruel, mean. Important, meaningful. Quite, fairly. In the meantime, meanwhile. Reminiscence, memory. Obligatory, compulsory. Unforeseen, unexpected. After, following, next. Intellectual, mental. Contemporary, modern. Humble, modest. Religious, devout. Impolite, rude. Second, moment. Temper, mood. Immobile, motionless. Mobile, movable. Hearsay, rumor. Pattern, sample. Homicide, murder. Incidentally, by the way. To condemn, to sentence. Devil, Satan. Passable, satisfactory. Contented, satisfied. Warranty, guarantee. Meager, scanty. Almost, nearly. Afraid, scared. Dull, blunt. Comic, comedian. Stupid, silly. To renew, to resume. Hint, trace, tip. Uncared for, neglected. Damage, hurt. Easy, simple. Transparent, obvious. Moment, occasion. To beat, to defeat. Unbiased, impartial. Rude, impolite. Deserted, abandoned. To denote, to indicate, to represent. Unmarried, single. Cry, sob. Foxy, cunning. Depraved, wicked, evil. Ability, skill. Scrumptious, delicious. Mysterious, occult. Couch, sofa. Vacancy, emptiness. Special, exceptional. Daybreak, dawn. Trivial, worthless. Naked, bare. To bring sth. Back, to reintroduce. Arise, occur. Convention, conference. Uninjured, unhurt. Mild, gentle. Earth, soil. Movie, film. Beneficial, favorable. IELTS vocabulary words list 2. To illustrate, to demonstrate. To hazard, to endanger. Worn, old. Everlasting, eternal. Enemy, opponent. Modern, contemporary. Uncommon, unusual. Non-stop. Pressing, urgent. Amateur, beginner. To narrate, to relate. Possibility, opportunity. Abandon, forsake. Contrary, opposite. Famous, famed, renowned. Militant, combative. Poisonous, toxic. dirty, soiled. Help, aid. To intend, to mean. Association, organization. Continue, persist. Branch, department. Fool, idiot. Particular, specific. Upset, perturb. Inventory, stock. Independent, autonomous. To bring SB up, to raise. Conservative, cautious. To oversee, to supervise. Surplus, excess. Decontrol, deregulate. Nervous, perturbed. Choosy, picky. Midway, halfway. Deliberate, planned. Fantastic, great, brilliant. Impatient, eager. Believable, plausible. Omnipotent, all. To imitate, to mimic. Belly, stomach. Nice, pleasing. Gratis, free of charge. Well-mannered, polite. Able, capable. To glitter, to sparkle. Ballot, poll. Formerly, previously. New, fresh. Precept, principle. Approve, endorse. Before, prior. Must learn most basic vocabulary words for beginners. Fanatic, enthusiast. Precedence, priority. Yield, produce. Economic, profitable. Suggest, propose. Inheritor, heir. Unusual, strange. Impasse, deadlock. Thrive, prosper. Successful, prosperous. Hypothesis, speculation. Hard, firm. Backbone, spine. Constitution, structure. Sunrise, dawn. Valueless, worthless. Awful, atrocious. To demonstrate, to protest. Adult, grown. Measure, degree. Divide, split. Man-made, artificial. To put sth. Back, to postpone. Cussed, stubborn. Lovable, habitable. Obdurate, stubborn. Intermittent, sporadic. Drastic, extreme. Moreover, in addition. Detached, indifferent. Immaculate, spotless. Vocabulary words for IELTS list 3. Dedicated, committed. Ignorant, unaware. Constant, fixed. Intolerant, bigoted. Congested, stuffed. To symbolize, to represent. Dash, sprint. Hunger, starvation. Stable, steady. Stable, steady. Egocentric, selfish. Hospitable, cordial. Legitimate, valid, leva. Mindless, senseless. Destiny, fate. Touchy, sensitive. Loopy, crazy. Imperative, vital. Business, commerce, trade. honest, truthful. Napkin, serviette. Disgrace, shame. Confederate, accomplice. To inquire, to investigate. Sure, certain. To provide, to supply. Phantasm, illusion. Scarcity, shortage. Delicate, fragile. Dull, person, stupid. Dawn, daybreak. About, approximately. To hawk, to peddle. Constantly, always. To overlook, to miss. Barren, infertile. Merciless, cruel. Bizarre, weird. Continuous, continual. Maximum, uppermost. Bum, backside, behind, bottom. To mirror, to reflect. Commencement, graduation. Dumb, stupid. Usually, generally, normally. Becoming, fitting. Concord, harmony. Always, forever. Bashful, shy. Soiled, dirty. Daring, bold. To expire, to run out. Insufficient, inadequate. Signal, sign. Foolish, silly. Candy, sweet. Happily, fortunately. Word, synonym. Inflow, influx. Surroundings, environment. Tailored, tailor. Impassive, emotionless. Docile, tame. Transitory, temporary. Internal, inner. A narrative, a story. To mimic, to imitate. Gay, homosexual. Bid, tender. Organic, biological. To confine, to restrict. Convenient, handy. To migrate, emigrate. Vocabulary words for IELTS List 4. Blameless, innocent. Crazy, insane. Noted, famous. Madness, insanity. Arrogant, haughty. Awful, terrible. To disclaim, to deny. To vary, to differ. Accurate, correct. Sacristy, vestry. Dreadful, terrible. Immoderate, excessive. Cozy, comfortable. Garbage can, trash can. Perception, insight. Hang, out. Immediate, instant. Mind, intellect. Vague, indistinct. Understandable, comprehensible. Indisputable, undeniable. Terror, terrorism. Highbrow, intellectual. Cube, dice. Remote, isolated. Well-timed, timely. Gratuity, tip. Disadvantaged, deprived. Abundant, ample. To misconceive, to misunderstand. Denims, jeans. Connect, join. Ecstasy, joy. Magistrate, justice of the peace. Eager, keen. Wise, knowing. Crusade, campaign. To establish, to set up. Neutral, impartial. Vicious, ferocious. Interplay, interaction. To desert, to abandon. Touchdown, landing. Oblique, indirect. To accomplish, to achieve. Hashish, cannabis. To close, to shut. defective, faulty. Mischievous, impish. Dormant, inactive. Idle, lazy. Turbulent, blustering. To disclose, to reveal. Dally, loiter. Isolated, lonely. Missing, lost. Drab, dull. Fortunate, lucky. Off, season. Mendacity, lying. Superb, magnificent. Leading, main. Chiefly, mainly. Aggressive, militant. Noon, midday. Vague, indistinct. Misfortune, mishap. Misread, misinterpret. Deceptive, misleading. Lacking, missing. Jealous, envious. Doubt, mistrust. Wrong, mistaken. Away, absent. To notify, to inform. Mannequin, model. Dicey, risky. Empty, drain. Misery, distress. Impartial, neutral. Impartial, neutral. To behave, to act. Bendy, flexible. Extra, additional. Words for IELTS list 4. To administer, to manage. Murderer, assassin. To maintain, to preserve. Mediocre, fair. Aromatic, fragrant. Dispute, debate. Ambitious, aspiring. To foretell, to predict. To ignore, to disregard. Virtue, advantage. To cope, to manage. Appreciable, considerable. Disagreeable, unpleasant. Rubbish, nonsense. To bear on sth. To affect. Lousy, awful. To consult, to refer to. Cranky, cross. Macintosh, waterproof coat. Pocketbook, notebook. Middleman, intermediary. Paper money, notes. Infamous, notorious. Mirth, fun. Selection, choice. To quake, to tremble. Today, nowadays. Self-assured. Mean, unkind. Contaminate, defile. Impediment, obstacle. Construction, lit. Interpretation. Hostile, antagonistic. To function, to operate. Apparent, obvious. Comfort, consolation. Unstated, unspoken. Enormous, huge, immense. Sincere, honest. Imperfect, faulty. Obsolete, out of date. Above, overhead. Total, entire. Twosome, pair. Especially, particularly. Monotonous, boring. To hurry, to rush. Ardor, passion. Gut, intestine. Identical, duplicate. Immodest, conceited. Untrue, unfaithful. Achieve, accomplish. To annoy, to irritate, to bother. Awkward, clumsy. Completely, totally. Post mortem. To elevate, to raise, to promote. Insolvent, bankrupt. To rue, to regret. Essential, fundamental. Peaceable, peaceful. Nightfall, dusk. Handsome, good. stupid, dense. Zenith, peak. Vacant, empty. Fragrance, perfume. Maybe, perhaps, possibly. Aid, help, assist. Bad, not good, poor, naughty. Magician, conjurer. Unfortunate, unlucky. Gravestone, headstone. Housebreaking, burglary. To grab, to seize. Refrain, chorus. To disappear, to vanish. Painting, portray. Adjourn, postpone. Instructions, directions. Momentous, powerful. Priority, precedence. Stationary, fixed. Praise, compliment. Insufferable, unbearable. Previous, preceding. Exactly, precisely. Mistrust, distrust. Early, premature. Untimely, premature. Antagonize, provoke. Citation, quotation. Naughty, disobedient. Cheesy, corny, tacky. Huge, vast. Hole, gap. Magnify, expand. Lethal, deadly. Immune, exempt. Mourn, grieve. Ban, forbid. Infrequent, rare. Spontaneous, automatic. To cite, to quote. Uncooked, raw. Arrive, reach, come. Dark, dismal. Unlawful, illegal. Knowingly, deliberately. Moderately, reasonably. Insurgent, rebel. Uprising, rebellion. Clerk, receptionist. Miserable, depressing. Curative, healing. Equity, fairness. Immature, inexperienced. Artful, crafty. Practically, virtually. Conscious, aware. To arrive, to reach. Apparent, evident. Crook, criminal. Unvoiced, voiceless. Vocabulary words for IELTS list 5. Negligent, inattentive. To differentiate, to distinguish. Inferior, substandard. Win, succeed. Hold, grasp. To nominate, to appoint. To near, to approach. To impact, to affect. Charter, constitution. Eccentric, unusual. Consecutive, successive. Morose, sullen. Disagree, differ. Invoice, bill. To withstand, to resist. Insupportable, intolerable. Meeting, assembly. To convey, to communicate. To denationalize, to privatize. Abstract, summary. Attractive, appealing. Illiberal, intolerant. To overhaul, to overtake. Anyway, besides. To respond, to reply. Précis, summary. Dry, arid. To minimize, to play down. Satisfied, convinced. Vain, useless. To conform, to comply. Conflict, clash. Twister, tornado. To float, to drift. Instinct, intuition. To admit, to confess. To intensify, to heighten. intriguing, fascinating. Moderate, lenient. Minor, lesser. To infect, to contaminate. To vacuum, to hoover. Removable, detachable. Sundown, sunset. Joy, delight. Encourage, support. Class, lesson, course. To vanquish, to conquer. Turmoil, disturbance. To transform, to convert. To deprave, to corrupt. To chop, to cut. To diminish, to decrease. To involve, to entail. To magnify, to exaggerate. Constancy, fidelity. Ornament, decoration. Diminish, curtail. Nugatory, worthless. Revolting, disgusting. Torpid, lethargic. Prompt, immediate. To operate, to function. Vast, huge. To hand sth. Out, to distribute. To inspect, to examine. To collect, to gather. Impetuous, reckless. To receive, to get. Beneficent, generous. Nameless, anonymous. To confuse, to mix up. Overseas, abroad. To deduce, to infer. High, elevated. Convalesce, recover. Outside, external. To renounce, to give up. More and more, increasingly. To grouse, to grumble. To assure, to guarantee. Advocate, support. Coiffure, hairstyle. Forehead, brow. Discount, reduction. To appear, to seem. Except, apart from. To survive, to outlive. Migrant, drifting. Dead, lifeless. Notwithstanding, however. A native, a local. To visualize, to imagine. Informal, casual. To begin, to start. Infuriate, enrage. Animated, lively. Chorus, refrain. Necessary, essential. Provided, if. Remorse, regret. Domesticate, cultivate. Steady, regular. Testament, testimony. If, whether. Applicable, relevant. Difficult, hard. Trustworthy, reliable. Mend, repair. Moral, ethical. Nobility, the aristocracy. Relevant. Repute, reputation. Abbreviate, condense. Unhurt, unharmed. Imperative, crucial. Dilute, weaken, thin. Prosperous, affluent. To fabricate, to manufacture. Reasonable, fair. Idler, loafer. Mandatory, required. Suppress, restrain. Dossier, file. Lucid, clear. Complete, total. Diverse, distinct. Backside, behind, bottom. To answer, to reply. Home, domestic. Matters, things. Correct, right. Brow, forehead. Remainder, the rest. Object, thing. hermetic, airtight. To learn, to memorize. Considerate, thoughtful. Considerate, thoughtful. Urgent, important. Inconsiderate, thoughtless. Silly, foolish. IELTS vocabulary words with meaning list 6. Neat, tidy. To evaluate, to assess. Substantially, considerably. Dangerous, unsafe. To connect, to associate, to put through, telephone. Hall, corridor. French dressing, vinaigrette. To explode, to blow up. To collapse, to break down. To accumulate, to build up. Livid, furious. Remark, comment. Vibrate, tremble. To bring sth. On, to cause. Inflexible, rigid. To select, to choose. Spotlight, highlight. To illuminate, to clarify, to light up. Disaster, catastrophe. To encounter, to come across. To emphasize, to stress. Innocent, harmless. Undeniable, indisputable. Humiliate, embarrass. Beautiful, attractive. To impeach, to question. Bloodless, cold. Hard, tough. Dubious, doubtful. Reliable, dependable. Material, fabric. Infantile, childish. To imagine, to suppose, to assume. Clever, intelligent. Deliberately, intentionally. Last, final. Brave, courageous. Winery, vineyard. Improving your IELTS score. Below is a list of synonyms for common words which can help a great deal in getting you a good IELTS score. English. Synonyms for IELTS. Amazing. Incredible, fantastic, fabulous, astonishing, extraordinary. Answer. Respond. Awful. Terrible, abominable, dreadful. Bad. Evil, spoiled, imperfect, infamous, dismal. Beautiful. Gorgeous, ravishing, dazzling, exquisite, stunning. Begin. Initiate, commence, inaugurate. Big. Huge, enormous, gigantic, humongous, substantial, mammoth. Break. Rupture, fracture, shatter. Calm. Serene, peace, tranquil. Come. Approach, arrive. Cool. Chilly, frosty, icy. Cut. Chop, slash, slit. Dangerous. Hazardous, risky, precarious. Decide. Determine, settle. Definite. Certain, positive, obvious. Delicious. Savory, titbit, delectable. Describe. Portray, characterize. Destroy. Demolish, slay, ruin, raze. Difference. Disagreement, inequity, dissimilarity. Dull. Boring, uninteresting, monotonous, humdrum, dreary. End. Terminate, conclude, cessation. Explain. Elaborate, interpret. Fall. Drop, descend, topple. Famous. well-known, renowned, eminent, illustrious. Fast. Quick, rapid, hasty, snappy, swift. Fat. Stout, corpulent, chubby, bulky. Funny. Amusing, humorous, droll, hilarious. Get. Acquire, obtain, secure, procure, gather. Good. Excellent, fine, wonderful, superior, gracious, superb, splendid, genuine, sterling, top-notch. Great. Worthy, distinguished, grand, considerable, mighty. Happy. Pleased, delighted, elated, joyful, ecstatic, jubilant, jaunty. Hate. Despise, loathe, abhor, abominate. Have. Possess, own, acquire. Help. Aid, assist, support, encourage, relieve. Hide. Conceal, cover, mask, veil. Idea. Thought, concept, notion. Important. Necessary, vital, critical, indispensable, valuable, essential, famous, notable. Interesting. Fascinating, engaging, spirited, intriguing, gripping, enthralling, captivating. Little. Tiny, diminutive, exiguous, dinky, cramped. Look. Gaze, glance, peek, glimpse, stare, leer. Love. Like, admire, fancy, care for, adore. Make. Create, originate, invent, construct, manufacture, produce, compose. Move. Plod, creep, crawl, drag, toddle, shuffle, trot, lumber, meander. Neat. Orderly, tidy, trim, natty, smart, elegant. New. Unique, modern, current, recent. Old. Feeble, ancient, aged, veteran, mature, primitive, stale. Place. Draw, map, diagram, procedure, method, blueprint. Show. Display, exhibit, indicate, reveal, demonstrate. Tell. Disclose, reveal, expose, narrate, inform, divulge. Use. Employ, utilize, exhaust, spend. Wrong. Incorrect, inaccurate, mistaken, erroneous, improper, unsuitable. Most used English words list. Most used English words list. Word. Synonyms. Good. Excellent, outstanding, superb. Bad. Terrible, awful, poor, unpleasant. Big. Large, huge, massive, enormous. Small. Tiny, miniature, little, petite. Happy. Delighted, ecstatic, joyful. Sad. Unhappy, miserable, sorrowful. Important. Crucial, significant, essential. Interesting. Fascinating, intriguing, engaging. Difficult. Challenging, arduous, hard. Easy. Simple, effortless, straightforward. Beautiful. Gorgeous, stunning, attractive. Ugly. Hideous, unattractive, repulsive. Intelligent. Clever, brilliant, smart. Stupid. Dull, simple-minded, unintelligent. Great. wonderful, marvelous, fantastic. Terrible, horrible, dreadful, frightening. Many, numerous, several, abundant. Few, several, a handful of, limited. Improve, enhance, upgrade, ameliorate. Worsen, deteriorate, decline, degrade. Talk, speak, converse, communicate. Big, significant, substantial, sizable. Small, miniature, diminutive, compact. Get, obtain, acquire, secure. Use, utilize, employ, apply. Show, demonstrate, display, exhibit. Think, ponder, contemplate, reflect. Explain, elaborate, clarify, expound. Start, commence, initiate, begin. Finish, conclude, complete, wrap up. Help, assist, support, aid. Harm, injure, damage, endanger. Believe, trust, have faith, convinced. Understand, comprehend, grasp, perceive. Remember, recall, recollect, retain. Forget, neglect, disregard, overlook. Have, possess, own, hold. Like, prefer, admire, enjoy. Dislike, detest, loathe, despise. Problem, issue, challenge, difficulty. Solution, resolution, answer, remedy. Difficult, challenging, complex, demanding. Easy, effortless, simple, uncomplicated. 2. Antonyms for IELTS vocabulary. Knowing antonyms, words that are opposite in meaning, is essential for achieving a high score on the IELTS exam. To help you prepare, we have compiled a list of commonly used antonyms on the IELTS exam. Word. Antonyms: constructive, destructive, advantage, disadvantage, benefit, drawback. Possible, impossible, significant, insignificant, include, exclude, expand, contract, increase, decrease, successful, unsuccessful, efficient, inefficient, accept, reject, build, demolish, certain, uncertain, succeed, fail, inexpensive, expensive, permanent, temporary, profit, loss, responsible, irresponsible, wise, foolish, strong, weak, healthy, unhealthy, beneficial, detrimental, support, oppose, happy, sad, secure, insecure, develop, regress, generous, stingy, include, omit, stable, unstable, flexible, inflexible, productive, unproductive, clean, dirty, efficient, inefficient, advance, retreat, begin, end, peaceful, chaotic, conventional, unconventional, formal, informal, rural, urban, genuine, fake, natural, artificial, obtain, lose, increase, decrease. 3. Idioms for IELTS vocabulary. Idioms are a great way to spice up your IELTS essay and demonstrate your mastery of the English language. Below is a list of commonly used idioms to help you build your IELTS vocabulary list. Idiom. Meaning. Example sentence. A piece of cake. Very easy. The math exam was a piece of cake for him. Hit the nail on the head. To be exactly right. Jane hit the nail on the head with her suggestion. A blessing in disguise. Something good that wasn't recognized at first. Losing the job turned out to be a blessing in disguise as it led to a better opportunity. Break a leg. Good luck. Break a leg in your performance tomorrow. Cost an arm and a leg. Very expensive. The new smartphone cost me an arm and a leg. On the ball. Alert and efficient. The staff at the hotel is always on the ball. Piece of advice. A helpful suggestion. Can I give you a piece of advice? Don't cry over spilled milk. Don't worry about something that has happened. Yes, I made a mistake, but let's not cry over spilled milk. Kill two birds with one stone. Accomplish two things with a single action. By visiting my friend in the city, I can kill two birds with one stone, see the sights and catch up with her. Hit the sack. Go to bed. I'm exhausted, I think it's time to hit the sack. Get the hang of. Understand and become skilled at something. It took some time, but I finally got the hang of playing the guitar. In the blink of an eye. Very quickly. The thief disappeared in the blink of an eye. Go the extra mile. Make additional effort. She always goes the extra mile to help her colleagues. Bury the hatchet. Make peace with someone. After their argument, they decided to bury the hatchet and move on. Break the ice. To start a conversation in a social setting. She tried to break the ice by asking about their weekend plans. Beat around the bush. Avoid directly addressing an issue. Please don't beat around the bush, tell me what's wrong. Cross your fingers. Hope for good luck. I'm crossing my fingers for a positive outcome. Catch someone red-handed. Catch someone in the act of doing something wrong. The police caught the thief red-handed. A penny for your thoughts. Asking someone what they are thinking. You seem lost in thought, a penny for your thoughts? Also read, daily use of English words. 4. A phrasal verb for IELTS vocabulary. A phrasal verb is a type of verb that consists of two or more words, a main verb combined with one or more particles, prepositions or adverbs. The combination of these words creates a new meaning that is different from the individual meanings of the verb and the particles. Below is a list of commonly used phrasal verbs to help you build your IELTS vocabulary list. Phrasal verb. Meaning. Example sentence. Carry out. To complete or perform a task. The researchers will carry out the experiment. Get along. To have a good relationship with someone. I get along well with my colleagues at work. Look after. To take care of or be responsible for something. Can you look after my dog while I'm away? Take off. To remove or become airborne. The plane will take off in an hour. Give up. To stop doing something, to quit. He decided to give up smoking for his health. Turn on. To activate or start something. Can you turn on the lights, please? Put off. To postpone or delay something. They put off the meeting until next week. Get over. To recover from an illness or emotional setback. It took her some time to get over the breakup. Bring in. To introduce or generate income. The company plans to bring in new technology. Set up. To establish or arrange something. We need to set up a meeting with the client. Call off. To cancel or terminate something. They had to call off the event due to bad weather. Run into. To encounter someone unexpectedly. I ran into an old classmate at the supermarket. Get in. To enter or arrive at a place. What time does your flight get in? Bring about. To cause or make something happen. The new policy will bring about significant changes. Take on. To accept a responsibility or challenge. He decided to take on the project despite its complexity. Put up with. To tolerate or endure something. I can't put up with the noise from the construction site. Find out. To discover or learn something. I need to find out the time of the meeting. Give back. To return something that was borrowed or taken. Can you give back my pen when you're done using it? Look into. To investigate or examine something. The authorities will look into the matter. Get out. To leave or exit from a place. Let's get out of here before it starts raining. Show up. To arrive or appear at a place or event. She didn't show up for the meeting. Carry on. To continue doing something. Despite the difficulties, they decided to carry on. Make out. To understand or perceive something. It's hard to make out what he's saying from a distance. Stand for. To represent or symbolize something. The initials NASA stand for National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Break up. To end a relationship or disperse. They decided to break up after years of dating. Most used English word list. Here is a list of 1,000 most used English words. Abandon, courtesy, pompous, flippant, stupid, adherent, always, irrepressible, kindred, calumny, mutinous, different. Vocabulary words for IELTS. IELTS. Common word. Synonyms. Important, crucial, vital, big, significant, substantial, improve, enhance, boost, help, assist, support, show, demonstrate, illustrate, increase, rise, surge, decrease, decline, diminish, understand, comprehend, grasp, idea, concept, notion, problem, issue, challenge. IELTS word list with their synonyms. Blameless, innocent, crazy, insane, noted, famous, madness, insanity, arrogant. Haughty, awful, terrible, to disclaim, to deny, to vary, to differ, accurate, correct, sacristy, vestry, dreadful, terrible, immoderate, excessive, cozy, comfortable, garbage can, trash can, perception, insight, warranty, guarantee, immediate, instant, mind, intellect, vague, indistinct, understandable, comprehensible, indisputable, undeniable, terror, fright, highbrow, intellectual, cube, dice, remote, isolated, well-timed, timely, gratuity, tip, disadvantaged, deprived. Abundant, ample, to misconceive, to misunderstand, denims, jeans, connect, join, ecstasy, joy, magistrate, justice of the peace. Eager, keen, wise. Knowing, crusade, campaign. To establish, to set up. Neutral, impartial, vicious, ferocious. Interplay, interaction. To desert, to abandon. Touchdown, landing. Oblique, indirect. To accomplish, to achieve. Hashish, cannabis. To close, to shut. Defective, faulty. Mischievous, impish. Dormant, inactive. Idle, lazy. Turbulent, blustering. To disclose, to reveal. Dally, loiter. Isolated, lonely. Missing, lost. Drab, dull. Fortunate, lucky. Hearsay, rumor. Mendacity, lying. Superb, magnificent. Leading, main. Chiefly, mainly. Aggressive, militant. Noon, midday. Vague, indistinct. Misfortune, mishap. Misread. Misinterpret, deceptive. Misleading, lacking. Missing, jealous. Envious, doubt. Mistrust, wrong. Mistaken, away. Absent, to notify. To inform. Mannequin, model. Dicey, risky. Empty, drain. Misery, distress. Impartial, neutral. Impartial, neutral. To behave, to act. Bendy, flexible. Extra, additional. To administer, to manage. Murderer, assassin. To maintain, to preserve. Mediocre, fair. Aromatic, fragrant. Dispute, debate. Ambitious, aspiring. To foretell, to predict. To ignore, to disregard. Virtue, advantage. To cope, to manage. Appreciable, considerable. Disagreeable, unpleasant. Rubbish, nonsense. To bear on sth. To affect. Lousy. Awful. To consult. To refer to. Cranky. Cross. Macintosh. Waterproof coat. Pocketbook. Notebook. Middleman. Intermediary. Paper money. Notes. Infamous. Notorious. Mirth. Fun. Selection. Choice. To quake. To tremble. Today. Nowadays. Hate. Loathe. Mean. Unkind. Contaminate. Defile. Impediment. Obstacle. Construction, lit. Interpretation. Hostile. Antagonistic. To function. To operate. Apparent. Obvious. Comfort. Consolation. Unstated. Unspoken. Enormous. Huge, immense. Sincere. Honest. Imperfect. Faulty. Obsolete. Out of date. Above. Overhead. Total. Entire. Twosome. Pair. Especially. Particularly. Monotonous. Boring. To hurry. To rush. Ardor. Passion. Gut. Intestine. Identical. Duplicate. Immodest. Conceited. Untrue. Unfaithful.